Part 3. So, onwards and upwards, or in this case, across and downwards. We have 3 boxes here that represent the steps you might have in your back-end accounting system to end up with issuing payment. You might not need all 3. We're trying to cater for different ways of working. In a small production, one person might be responsible for the entire payment process, and they would just take each approved payment and push it through their accounts package in one go. But particularly in a larger environment, these 3 steps could well be distinct. Entering into the back end first, then posting it, then later carrying out a payment run, producing a remittance advice and possibly some checks too. By the way, in terms of payment, APM doesn't care if you're writing checks, sending bank payments electronically, counting out piles of cash, using Bitcoin, whatever. We say checks here, and spell it the British way too, we're quirky, to cover all these. Basically, you put in here whatever proof you have that you're making the payment to somebody. Another feature here, in a large organisation, you might have several assistant accountants, each running their own copy of APM, so far working separately on whatever jobs they've been assigned. One might do props, another lighting, whatever system works best for you. But say only the chief accountant can actually raise the checks, brackets electronic payments / raid petty cash / whatever. So imagine I'm the minion here, third assistant accountant. I've done all the hard work so far, but it's time to hand this over to the boss for the payment run. So I'll move the invoice here, post approval, and then down here as far as I can. Now I drag it outside the app. Here's a handy outbound folder called My Boss to Pay. Notice how I can move a copy. In this case I'll move so it vanishes from my pending payment folder. I might do a few of these, and I'll hand those files over to the boss. Email or this folder could be a shared folder on, say, Box Drive or any other cloud-based system for them to pick up. My boss will then import them, and guess how? Imagine now we're the boss, running another copy of APM, just drag the files straight into my approval section. Remember earlier how I said APM will only let you drop into suitable sections? So when it comes to importing a file, like I've just done there, earlier we dropped it here, new invoice. We also bring it straight into here, posting a pending payment, as I just did, for this very reason. Plus it can go straight into approved. We'll bypass the earlier processes for this, but in case you have something really urgent, say, go down to the nearest hardware store to buy some props from petty cash. So all I have is a scanned in receipt. It can go straight to approved. Point is, flexibility. Let's process some more invoices too, so I'm not doing a payment run of 1. Quickly then, back to Bob's original set building. I'll match that up, as I did earlier. I'll send it over to there, and I'll send it to approval and straight through to post-approval. Again, flexibility. Again, for change, move to next. There's keyboard shortcuts for all these. That's another one got to there. And let's say we broke our nice office set and need some repair work. No time for a purchase order. Let's call Bob. He does the work and sends us an invoice same day. If I not just process the original, there's a way to merge multiple invoices in one go. But I'll leave that for an advanced video. For now, I'll just take his supplementary invoice here. And what I want to do is fast track it for payment. So there's his urgent repair. We'll work it for $100. So I will drag that straight across, bypassing all these other sections to approved. And notice how it says it didn't find an unapproved version. So that's a warning, because normally I should be going through the approval process, but in this case I know, that's fine. Again, move to next, or simply drag. And now all 3 are in there, pending the payment run. And that's the end of part 3.